going on? Juan with Team Synergy here, bringing you a deck profile. But before we get into the deck profile, since this is going to be the first video on our channel, let me just explain a little bit about what we're going to be doing on this channel. Alright, so this is Team Synergy. We're pretty much a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel team here, and you know, we duel and all that good stuff. We're going to be bringing you a lot of duels from what we have here is called Duel Night. That'll be a series. Be bringing you duels from our locals. Be bringing you deck profiles. We'll be bringing you card discussions. Just about anything and everything Yu-Gi-Oh! We're going to be playing on this channel. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the Bujin Deck profile. Alrighty, let's start off with 3 monsters. We'll start off with the monsters. We got 3 Bujin Yamato. Bujin Yamato is basically the searcher of the deck. He's the card you need to keep alive at all costs, because pretty much if he dies, you lose. So yeah, 3 Bujin Yamato. He lets you search. He puts things in the grave, you know, and pretty much this deck's graveyard based. You know, y'all probably know that watching this video. But anyway, 3 Bujin Yamato. I'm running Mikazuchi at 2. Mikazuchi's pretty good. You know, he lets you search your Bujin Spell or Trap card, and he can come out as a beater if Yamato ever gets destroyed. You ain't got nothing engraved to protect him or anything, which Mikazuchi's pretty good. Play triple Crane, Bujin Crane. Bujin Crane is pretty much just like the honest of the deck. You know, damage step, drop Crane, and doubles any of your Beast Warrior Bujin's attack. So they can pretty much get over everything in meta right now, which is really good. Then we got 2 Bujin Hair. Bujin Hair pretty much protects one of your Beast Warrior Bujins from being destroyed either by battle or card effect that turn, which is good for keeping Yamato alive, but his effect works in the grave. We play 2 Turtle. Bugenji Turtle. He pretty much negates a card that'll target a Bujin Beast Warrior type monster. His effect also works in the grave, you know, good for protecting Yamato. And we play 1 Quillin. Quillin pretty much is, you know, that monster that lets you get over stuff that you can't get over. You know, he pops a card pretty much. So, you know, this deck has a huge problem with Colossal Fighter. So, you know, bam, get over Colossal Fighter right there. So yeah, that's Quillin. His effect also works from grave, just like many of the other Bujins. Play 1 Centipede. Centipede pretty much is, you know, your spell and trap popper. Get rid of your spell or your opponent's spell and traps. Then we play 1 Fire Fist Bear. Now, the reason why I'm playing Fire Fist Bear is because, you know, inflict damage to your opponent's life points, let you search out your Tenki, get your Motto faster. It also gives you the opportunity to destroy your opponent's monsters when you don't have anything else, or you need to get over something, you know, pretty much just like Quillin. Then I tech 1 Zephyros, the Elite. Zephyros is really good. It lets you reuse your Tenkis. It lets you set up for another Exceed play, like if you have to play on the defensive. It's an easy card that you can discard with Yamato's second effect. Pretty much you add a Bujin Beast Warrior, or you add a Bujin monster from your deck to your hand, then you send 1 card from your hand to your grave. You send this card from your hand to your grave, you can set up plays like that. It's, you know, it's really good. And last monster I run is Honest. Honest because pretty much all your monsters in this deck are light, and why not? You know, you already pretty much got 3 other Honests, why not run the 4th? Okay, so that's it for the monsters. On to the spells. We play 3 Fire Formation Tenki. Now, Tenki is the searcher, you know, pretty much how you're going to get to your motto, how you're going to, you know, start popping plays off. So, yeah, you definitely have to run this at 3 right now. Yeah, it's all out your good card. And plus, it gives you options with Bear. Say if you already have Yamato in hand and you already set up a good play, but you want to get over a monster and do some damage, you play Tenki, you search Bear, and you activate Bear's effect to destroy some shit. But yeah, I mean, Tenki's good. I play 3 Pot of Duality. I was playing 2, but it was inconsistent. I drew a lot of inconsistent hands and couldn't get my plays off, so yeah. I think Pot of Duality is a 3 at the most, or a 3 must for me, anyway, as a Bujin player. Next up, whoops, sorry about that. Next up, we play double Kaiser Coliseum. Kaiser Coliseum is really good. It locks your opponent down so you can set up and gain field advantage and, pretty much just keep it a 1-1 monster battle, I would play 3 if I had 3 because Kaiser Coliseum is really good. But I only got 2 right now. And it's really good at 2. You just change up your play style a little bit. So yeah, definitely Kaiser Coliseum at 2. Next we have double Forbidden Lance. You got to protect Yamato when it comes out. You just have to. You have to have protection for Yamato at all costs. So yes, double Forbidden Lance. Plus you can use it on your opponent's monster during damage step to make it lose attack, which is always good. So yeah, 2 Lance. Now we play 1 Bujin Carnation. I'm testing it at 1, and so far I like it. I was playing 2. Sometimes it was dead draw, and sometimes I just didn't have, any monsters engraved to, get back, or any monsters removed from play because it was too early in the game or something like that. So yeah, that's why I'm playing it at 1. Now on for your staples. Triple MST, because you have to protect Yamato. You got to get rid of that back row. It's a must. You just have to. That's pretty self-explanatory. 1 Mind Control. I run Mind Control because when you ain't got nothing else, or you just drop a monster, and let's say they got rid of Yamato, you take one of theirs, and you can pretty much get your Exceed. Now I main deck this, but I always side it out second game. It's just in there for a just in case insurance policy, I guess you can call it. And last spell is 1 Dark Hole. Dark Hole's good. It destroys shit, lets you set up. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Alright, on to traps. Double Fiendish Chain. Fiendish Chain's a must you have to run in this format. Pretty much it stops attacks and it stops effects. It's really good. Next, I choose to run 2-Dimensional Prison. The reason why I choose to run 2-Dimensional Prison is because Dimensional Prison is so good this format. It is so good. It doesn't destroy. It just targets and removes that monster from play. Your opponent attacks into it, bam, it's gone, which is really good. I really like it. Next up, we run 1 Mirror Force just for the destruction. Mirror Force usually gets sided out game 2. It's just for the just in case game 1. Next, we run 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. Bottomless Trap Hole is at 1. I'd be running 2 if it was at 2, but yeah, Bottomless Trap Hole. It stops your monster's plays, or your opponent's monster's plays. And 1 Torrential Tribute just to, destroy all monsters on the field, which is really good. So yeah, so far that's what I got as far as main deck. Let's go ahead and move on to side deck. Or extra deck, sorry. Alright, extra deck we're playing 2 Bujin Susanoo. Susanoo is really good. It gives you the search. It lets you attack all your opponent's monsters. You don't really exceed too much with this deck, but when you do, sometimes you need to exceed into him to get another Yamato because you don't have a Tenki or any other way to get Yamato. And you just need to set up for that next turn play while still having a good beat stick on the field. So Susanoo is good. Next, we play 2 Bujin Kigasuchi. The reason why we play 2 Bujin Kigasuchi is because I have to. And I don't know what else I want to put in my extra deck right now. But I will definitely take one of these out for something else. But yeah, Kagasuchi is pretty much my stroke. That is overpowered. He can negate destruction, of any Bujin Beast Warrior monster. And plus he gains attack when you summon him. You discard top 5 cards of your deck to the grave. And he gains 100 attack for each Bujin monster. So yeah. Next, we play 1 Evil Swarm Extinction Knight. A lot of people don't play this card in this deck, and I wouldn't either. But honestly, you know, he's a just in case, because sometimes you have more, a lot of times you have more cards on your field than your opponent. You have more back row, and yeah, but actually, he blows shit up, man. He is good comeback. But yeah, and the only reason why I play it is because I got it in a trade, and yeah, I didn't actually go buy it, so I got lucky on that one. Next, I play Heartland Draco, number 82. Oh my gosh, at my locals on Saturday, this card won me so many games. You know, you take your opponent down, and for some reason your opponent just has a good field setup, and you just can't get over it. All your material for, you know, Yamato is all banished and not engraved anymore. And usually I'll be having Kaiser or at least one Tenki face up on the field. Your opponent can't target this for an attack. So, and his other effect is you remove a material you can attack directly, and he has 2,000. So in 2 turns you can instantly deal 4,000 damage to your opponent. So this is a good card late game, and especially when you run face-up continuous spell cards. It's really good. I play one Utopia. Pretty much Utopia is, you know, just to stop attacks and shit like that. Just in case I ain't got nothing else engraved and I can go into an Exceed. That's a just-in-case card. And Utopia Ray, because sometimes you'll find your life points are real low, and you can just bring it out, which is really good. So yeah, gotta run that. Run one Gaga Cowboy. He's a good, you know, defense stall, and also, you know, you can pretty much over 2 turns get 1,600 points of damage from your opponent, which is really good. Plus, he can pretty much attack over a lot of things if he's in attack position. Next, we run one Bujin Deck Tsukiyome. This card is good to have. I don't really use it too much, but when I do use it, it's exactly when I need it, and it always works out. You know, pretty much you can ditch cards in your hand that you don't need, and you know, pretty much just draw 2 cards, and then so long as he has a material on him, whenever he's sent to the grave, you can special summon a Bujin back from grave. So if you only drew in the one Yamato and you need to go into him to set up for some hand control, or, you know, get some more cards in your hand, and then he dies and you have Yamato and grave, you can pretty much bring back Yamato and start playing off of there. Next is number 50, Black Ship of the Corn. Number 50 is good. You know, he deals damage, he gets rid of your opponent's weaker monsters. You know, I've went into him for a game one time. I mean, you know, it's just number 50. Next is Palatimo. Palatimo is pluses and pluses. You know, you pretty much bring him out, he negates your opponent's effects of a monster, and he reduces its attack to 0. Boom, you swing into it for instant 2,000 damage, and then when he dies, you draw a card. So, I mean, you're plussing so much there. You are. I go into him a lot. Next, I play one Diamond Direwolf, just in case I need to get over something I can't. You know, I already exhausted my bear, I already exhausted my Quillin. Need to get over something, bam, Diamond Direwolf is there for the backup. And this is only 14 cards for the extra deck, but I do run one Catastor. And the reason why I run Catastor, you might be like, whoa, you ain't got no tuners. Well, I play Veiler, so, you know, just in case Catastor's in there for just in case, you know, you got a monster on field, can't get over, you want to automatically destroy some shit. You know, you play a monster, or you already have a monster on the field, and you summon Veiler, and all your monsters in this deck are pretty much level 4, so you can instantly synchro for Catastor, which is really good because I've used my locals on Saturday. I used quite a bit of play with Catastor, and he was good. I did misplay him once, but yeah, it's Catastor, man. You can't not run him in this deck if you're not going to run Veiler, just in case insurance policy. But yeah, guys. That wraps up my Bujin Deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it, and sorry for it being so long. I just had to do the first video of YouTube with a bang. Juan with Team Synergy, out.